Welcome to Straight Talk Africa, live from the Voice of America studios here in Washington. It's Wednesday, April 13th. I am Shaka Ssali. Today, we'll discuss the implications of the fall of the former Ivorian president, Laurent Gbagbo, as we take a closer look at what the future holds for the West African nation. The curtain has finally closed for Laurent Gbagbo, with a violent ending to his 10 years in power. And it's the beginning, of course, of another chapter for the new president, Alassane Ouattara, and the history of the Ivory Coast. Gbagbo was arrested Monday, taken to an undisclosed location Tuesday, and stripped of all power. Alassane Ouattara's task now is to repair his broken nation and bring together a severely divided Ivory Coast. My colleague Paul Sisco has more on this story.
Alassane Ouattara, Monday.
Ivorians, my fellow countrymen, friends of the Ivory Coast, our country has turned a painful page in its history. After over 4 months of post-election crisis and loss of human lives, we're at the dawn of a new era of hope.
Celebrations erupted in many parts of Abidjan. These women suggesting they are free now, with Laurent Gbagbo swept from power. Outside the now ramshackled residence and bunker where Laurent Gbagbo was arrested after being holed up for days, reaction ranged from wild celebration to anger to great concern and continued fear of violence and reprisals.
We hope this will never happen again. Peace. We must go towards peace and security. This thing is not over yet.
After his arrest, Mr. Gbagbo appeared briefly on Mr. Ouattara's TV channel from his base at the Gulf Hotel. With his wife, he told his supporters to lay down their weapons. U.S. Secretary of State Hillary Clinton.
This transition sends a strong signal to dictators and tyrants throughout the region and around the world. They may not disregard the voice of their own people in free and fair elections, and there will be consequences for those who cling to power.
Clinton says the United States looks forward to working with President Ouattara as he implements plans for reconciliation, economic development, and recovery.
We also call upon all Ivorians to remain calm and contribute to building a peaceful future for their country.
Over 500 people were killed in recent fighting, and more than 1 million people have been displaced since Ivory Coast November vote. Even as President Ouattara's forces round up members of Mr. Gbagbo's militant youth wing, Alassane Ouattara will surely focus on a desperate humanitarian situation and uniting and rebuilding his war-torn nation. Paul Sisco, VOA News.